Hey, what is going on everybody? It's Steven here and welcome back to another China product review. Now today something very special. Today we're going to have a look at a Chinese LED projector which retails under $100. And yeah, this sounds too good to be true. And actually yes, because those LED projectors start in my country at $500. Now on the website, which is banggood.com, the link is down below in the description. It says that the LED projector supports full HD and all that crap, but the native resolution is just 480p, as you will see a bit later. Now, even though those beamers here really can't keep up with some high-end devices like some 500 or 600 euro devices, they are working, and actually I was quite impressed that it's pretty nice to use it as a portable beamer, or if you just want to make a smaller picture, because if you make very big pictures, then the lower resolution doesn't look that good at all. So yeah, those LED projectors are available from different brands, and this one actually doesn't even have a brand. It's just called the GM52 projector something, or GM50, I don't know, but I have to say, as a portable beamer, it's quite okay. There will be also a gaming test with my PlayStation 4, so I would say let's get started and let's have a look at the product. Alrighty, now first of all let's talk about the specs, because this is the most important thing. Now it says full HD on the website, but this is a bit misleading. Now yeah, it supports as input full HD, and also even more on VGA, as you can see, or here on HD also 1680 x 1050. But yeah, the input doesn't really matter. You can also feed this little baby here with 4K, but this wouldn't affect or change the image quality of the projected image in any way, because you just project the native resolution, which is 480 x 320. So it doesn't matter with what you feed that little baby. It should just be bigger than 480 x 320, because that's the native resolution of that little beamer. Now yeah, it also comes with a lot of connectors like AV, VGA, USB, SD card, and you can just play back something from the SD card. You can use it to update the firmware or whatever. Also, it should be a portable beamer. That means you can power the little baby here from a power bank, and it just needs to be capable of outputting 2 amps at 5 volts. But yeah, then also the light, so the LED light is weaker. If you connect it directly to 12 volts, then the LED light is much brighter, and this is much better. Now the maximum power consumption is 30 watts. I'm not sure how strong the light is, but I can just tell you what I see. I don't know about the values like lumen or whatever, but yeah, it doesn't say anything here on the package, but I can just tell you it's better than I've expected. Now yeah, it can play back a lot of shit like MP3s. There are also integrated speakers. As you will hear a bit later, we're going to play back a movie. We're also going to play some PlayStation 4, so yeah, text files, video files, whatever you want to. So there are no issues with formats. Okay guys, then now I would say let's have a look on what you can find inside of the box. Now as always, I have quickly unpacked the device for you, and let's have a look at all the things we can find here. Now first of all, we have the remote control, and it works with a IR LED, and the receiver is on the beam on the back side, so then it works really great. We have here several buttons, so you can switch between different inputs and all that crap, use the menu, and also adjust the volume. On the back side you can see here the battery case, so you can open it up. 2 AAA batteries in there, and at the top we have the IR LED. All in all, the remote control looks quite okay. Then also included is a little AV adapter, because this projector doesn't come with any cinch ports. That means you have to connect here the AV cinch connectors to the little adapter, and then you can connect here the 3.5mm connector to the projector. Pretty cool that this one here is included, because I have some devices where this was not included. Alright, then let's have a look at the power supply. Holy shit, the phone dropped. Okay, it's not broken. That's good, because I haven't reviewed it yet. Then here you can see the power supply, and I have to use a adapter, because yeah, it comes with a universal thing here, as you can see for some other countries, and you will get the correct converter or adapter here for your country, so you don't have to worry about this. Here you can see output is 12 volts and 2.5 amps. Now that means the maximum power consumption of the projector is 30 watts. And that's a really low value. Now big projectors take really much more, but they also have a brighter lamp. Then here you can see the connector. It's a normal DC-in connector, looks kind of nice, and if the power supply breaks down, you should get it in every local electronics store. Okay, now basically that's it guys, and I would say now let's have a look at the projector. Now here it is, ladies and gentlemen, and I had such a pocket projector some years ago, and it was a real piece of crap. But this one here is a bit better. Now you can see the lens here is really big. Now the lens of my old projector was very small and it was a real piece of crap. But here the lens is quite big, and also the intensity of the light is much better, and it's actually pretty good for such a small beamer. Now here you can see the little cap, and this is to protect the lens, and you can also rotate the lens. Now this beamer doesn't come with autofocus or something, so that means you have to focus manually, and you can do it by rotating the lens. Now the picture size depends on how far you place the beamer away from your screen, but the maximum picture size is something like 120 inches. Then yeah, it comes with a plastic body, as you can see, it looks quite stable. Then at the top of the beamer you have some buttons, like up and down, menu button, then the power on and off and all that crap. And there's also a little LED which is in there, and this indicates if the beamer is on or not. Then at the bottom we have some connectors, so let's have a look at them. First of all, here we have the IR receiver for the remote control. Now if you try to control it and you point to the lens, then this is not working, so you have to point to this little thing here. Then left from this we have the first input port, and here we have the AV input. Left from the AV input we have the HDMI input. Then here you can see keystone, so this is actually to correct the picture if it's distorted. Then left from that we have some ventilation holes and the VGA connector. Now yeah, that's basically it, but we have also on the other side right over here some more connectors. Now we have here a USB connector to connect a USB drive or to update the firmware. Also left from that we have a micro USB input. That means you can power that projector from a power bank, but the power bank needs to be capable of outputting 2 amps, otherwise it can't properly power the projector and the light intensity is very low. Then left from that we have a headphone jack, so you can also send audio to the little beamer, and it has integrated speakers, but you can also use headphones by using here the headphone jack. Here we have ventilation holes, and you can see them also right over here. I will talk about the ventilation holes a bit later. Here we have the DC-in connector to power the beamer. As you can see, it's 2.5 amps at 12 volts, 30 watts, and if you connect it here to DC-in, then you get the maximum light intensity. And then it also comes with a SD card bay to connect the SD cards, like to copy some stuff onto it or update the firmware. Then at the bottom we can see here that sticker, and you can see there's no model number, just lamp LED, unit, LCD, whatever. Now yeah, I'm not sure if there's a real brand, but you can see here at the bottom we have 2 speakers, and the speaker quality, I mean, yeah, it's okay, but it's quite loud. Now in here we have a thread, so you can screw it on a tripod or something, and that's a pretty good thing, because if you have nothing to place your beamer on, then you can use a little tripod just like from your camera. Now yeah, that's the projector, and all in all from the outside it looks pretty good. But now we want to see how it performs. Now I would say let's get started and let's power it on. Alrighty guys, now here's the beamer in action, and yeah, it's quite dark in here because I want to show you how it looks when everything is dark. We'll later also turn on the lights, but you can see the light which comes out of the beamer is very strong, and I didn't expect this because I had a pocket beamer and the light was so low, even when it's dark you could barely see anything. But here you can see the light which comes out of the beamer is pretty strong. But now I want to show you the quality and yeah, how it performs. So there we go guys, now let's go quickly through the settings. Now I was playing a full day with the settings because yeah, it just stated full HD, and I featured it with full HD, so HDMI input as you can see here. And the image quality was really bad. Now I was really playing around with the settings in here, and you can adjust the colors, the brightness, sharpness, really everything, but it doesn't really change the picture quality. Now I found some settings which are quite good. I'm in picture mode user right now. Here we have different color temperatures, so cool, aspect ratio and all that crap, noise reduction. And the default settings you can find in here are pretty okay. It took me some time until I noticed, hey, not the settings are wrong, just the beamer cannot display very small letters or small fonts, because the native resolution is just 480p, and before it just stated full HD on the package, and this was a bit confusing. Okay, so we have here picture mode, as I've said before, color temperature, aspect ratio, all that crap. We can also go here to the next thing, which is sound. So we have a equalizer for the speaker, but actually it doesn't really change the speaker quality, so you can play around with the equalizer if you want to. We have here time options, and here the ability to update the software. I don't even know the brand, so I don't know where to get software, but maybe I will check out some Projector forums, maybe I can find the brand or something. Alright, then here we have, for instance, the picture settings, so you can see you can play around with the contrast, you can play around with the brightness, color and sharpness, and also the tint. Now yeah, that's what you can adjust, and you can see the light quality which comes out, so the intensity is pretty good for such a small and cheap beamer. Then now let's go and let's see how it looks like when we connect the beamer to a computer. Now I have hooked up the beamer to my computer, and here you can see my forum, so chinadevices.com, and just have a look at the fonts. So you can barely read anything, and no, it's not the camera which can't focus or something. I tried to refocus, as you can see, and still everything is very hard to read. You have really to zoom in, and when the font gets very big, so I'm now zoomed in like 100%, then you can read something. But if you really want to have some clear Full HD output, that's not possible with that projector. So there's no way around buying a good brand projector in order to enjoy Full HD content or even more. But yeah, this one here is very cheap, and it's made to carry it around and to show something to people very fast. And for this it's actually okay. But if you really want to have some sharp picture, then this is not possible. Alrighty guys, then now I want to show you some movie playback, and I would say let's have a look at Hobo with a shotgun. And seriously guys, this movie is fucking awesome. Now every 2 minutes this fucking hobo kills somebody with a shotgun. And yeah, really crazy movie. Now if you're 18, then you should definitely check this shit out. I mean, what the fuck? Here's a little Santa watching little kids on the playground and he's wanking to that. I mean, what the fuck is that movie? But yeah, let's talk about the beamer quality. Now, I really enjoy watching movies, actually seeing a hobo shooting Santas on the beamer. You can see the quality doesn't look that good, but what do you expect for $75? And for that amount of money, I would say it's okay. But I cannot wait for the day until you get some affordable Full HD beamers for something like $100, but this will take some time. So I have now connected that beamer here to my Sony PlayStation 4, and it works really nice. There's absolutely no lag or something, but just have a look here at the fonts. Now it's really hard to read anything if the beamer is switched to Full HD, because yeah, then it's somehow downscaling or upscaling all that, and then the fonts are very hard to read, and now you can really see it that it doesn't look good at all, so very pixelated. Now, when you switch it to 480p, it looks much better. Then now I want to show you how the light intensity looks like when you switch on the lights. So let me quickly switch on all the lights here, and yeah, here's just my desk. So I have a very small room here to record, and I was just projecting the image here on some papers. But it looks quite okay. Also when the light is on, you can also see something. So it's not that bad like my old projector, because you couldn't read anything when the light is on. But now you can see it looks quite okay. Now I have switched off the lights again, and let's go quickly here through the settings. And I just want that you can see that it's definitely set to Full HD input. So we can go here to sound and screen and just have a look at the video output settings. And you can choose here Full HD, but it doesn't change the image quality. But if you go down to 480p, then the fonts are quite readable. And yeah, this is because the native resolution of the projector is 480p. Now if you set it to anything higher, it's also possible, but then you can see it looks very unsharp and pixelated. Now I would keep it at 480p because also 720p doesn't look that good, and 480p is okay. Now if you don't make the screen too big, like here it's just a bit less than 30 inches. It looks quite okay, and you can also play some games, and that's definitely possible. So now I want to show you some Destiny gameplay, and after this gameplay you will hear my conclusion about that little projector. So let's go and let's enjoy some Destiny.
Pretty complex. I'll need time.
Oh yeah, we're now here at the end of this review, and here comes my conclusion about the GM50 LED beamer from China. Now, all in all, if you're looking for a portable beamer and you don't really care about the image quality, then this beamer is quite okay, because it can be powered from a power bank, which is a very cool thing. And yeah, 30 watts is the maximum power consumption of the beamer, but just with the DC-in connector. Now, if you connect it to USB, the power input, so the power consumption, is just like 10 watts maximum. But this also affects the light intensity. Now, if you power it over USB, the light intensity is very low, and you can only use it in very dark rooms. But if you power it with the power supply here, then the light intensity is actually quite okay. Now, you can also use it to game something. For instance, if you have some friends invited and you want to have some bigger picture, it's also okay. But you have seen the quality doesn't look that good. But all in all, what do you expect for $70 or $75? Now, all in all, I really enjoyed testing it, and I will see if I can get some better beamer which can also output full HD. But they will be a bit more expensive. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so that was my review of that thing here. The link is down below if you're interested, if you want to check it out. So thank you so much for watching again, and have a nice day, and bye bye.